The royal family of Jordan visits the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. King Frederik X of Denmark launches a new supercomputer in Copenhagen. Emperor Naruhito and Empress Moscow of Japan open a conference in Tokyo. And Queen Máxima of the Netherlands inaugurates a new factory in Delfzijl. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. This morning, Her Majesty Queen Máxima of the Netherlands visited the Noordwest Hospital Group in Alkmaar. According to a press release from the NHG, the visit focused on the future of healthcare and modern technology. The hospital visit began with a, quote, discussion about the regional platform North Holland, in which hospitals, general practitioners, and VVT organizations develop and implement plans to make healthcare in the region future-proof, end quote. Thereafter, the Queen was given a tour of the hospital, as well as visited several departments, including radiology, where she received an explanation of the use of AI and other technology to improve diagnostics and treatments and to reduce administrative tasks for nurses. On Tuesday, in Delfzijl, the Queen, accompanied by the Minister of Climate Policy and Green Growth, Ms. Sophie Hermans, presided over the opening ceremony of Avantium's FDCA flagship plant. According to a press release, Avantium is a, quote, pioneering commercial stage company focused on renewable and circular polymer materials. Avantium develops and commercializes innovative technologies for producing materials based on sustainable carbon feedstocks, i.e., carbon from biomass or carbon from air, CO2. In this world's first commercial FDCA plant, Avantium will produce FDCA, which is furandicarboxylic acid, the main building block for the 100% plant-based and circular polymer PEF. End quote. After the opening ceremony, the Queen was given a tour of the factory where she met with company executives, including the CTO of Avantium, Mr. Gert-Jan Gruter. In Brussels, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians received letters of credence from newly appointed ambassadors to the Kingdom of Belgium at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. The newly appointed ambassadors are from Canada, the United Kingdom, the Republic of San Marino, and the Principality of Andorra. The letters of credence is a formal document in which a foreign head of state informs a sovereign that he or she has recently appointed the ambassador as the official representative of his or her country in the Kingdom of Belgium. Once the sovereign receives the letters of credence, formalizes the ambassador's entry into office in the Kingdom of Belgium. As I mentioned in yesterday afternoon's Community Post, His Serene Highness Hereditary Prince Alois and Her Royal Highness Hereditary Princess Sophie of Liechtenstein announced the engagement of their daughter, Her Serene Highness Princess Marie Caroline of Liechtenstein, to Mr. Leopoldo Maduro Vollmer. The princely wedding will take place in the late summer of 2025. In Munich, the House of Wittelsbach announced the return of the Nymphenburg receptions at the invitation of His Royal Highness Duke Franz of Bavaria at Schloss Nymphenburg later this month. Per the press release, quote, around 150 people from public life will be invited in the salons of the Crown Prince building to exchange ideas in an informal atmosphere. His Royal Highness Duke Franz is interested in a good mix. Representatives from the worlds of science, art, business, government, religion, and the military, and many others will come together for informal discussions. End quote. In Tokyo, their Imperial Majesties, Emperor Naruhito and Empress Moscow of Japan, attended the opening ceremony of the 2024 Global Environmental Action International Conference held at the Tokyo Prince Hotel. The theme of this year's conference is Promoting Measures to Simultaneously Achieve Decarbonization and the SDGs, aiming to overcome the three crises of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. On Tuesday in Cantabria, His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain attended the closing of the 27th edition of the Congreso Nacional de la Empresa Familiar at Palacio de Exposiciones y Congresos de Santander. Organized by the Instituto de la Empresa Familiar, the Congreso Nacional de la Empresa Familiar is an annual 3-day conference for family businesses that features prominent national and international speakers. In Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden and Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden chaired the World Child Forum at the Royal Palace. Held under the theme, Engaging Youth as Key Stakeholders in Business, the forum focused on, quote, how businesses can integrate children's rights into their corporate governance and strategies. The forum brought together over 100 delegates from more than 25 countries, creating a dynamic platform for leaders in business, government, and civil society to collaborate on advancing children's rights. End quote. This morning, His Majesty King Frederik X of Denmark presided over the launch of the new AI supercomputer named Geffian at the Willem Lauritzen terminal in Kastrup. According to a press release from the Novo Nordisk Foundation, the Geffian supercomputer is, unquote, NVIDIA DGX SuperPod AI supercomputer powered by 1,528 NVIDIA H1 Tensor Core GPUs and interconnected using NVIDIA Quantum 2 InfiniBand networking. The supercomputer is now being readied for customers, starting with a pilot phase where it will be used by select customers interested in using AI to accelerate innovation in many areas, ranging from quantum computing to drug discovery to societal challenges such as the transition to green energy. End quote. Sounds like a powerful computer. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, I am not an AI. Okay, moving on. In Oslo, the Royal Court of Norway announced that Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway is on sick leave for a week. The reason is due to the side effects of the medications that she is taking for pulmonary fibrosis. In October 2018, the Royal Court of Norway announced that the Crown Princess had been diagnosed with a, quote, rare form of pulmonary fibrosis, end quote. The disease is incurable. In Rabat, the Ministry of the Royal Household, Protocol, and Chancellery announced that the President and the First Lady of the French Republic, Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron, will pay a state visit to the Kingdom of Morocco at the invitation of His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco from October 28th through 30th, 2024. The RHPC goes on to note that the upcoming state visit reflects the, quote, depth of bilateral relations based on deep-rooted and solid partnership and the shared determination of the two heads of state to strengthen the multi-dimensional ties between the two countries, end quote. And finally, on Monday, His Majesty King Abdullah II of Jordan and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan traveled to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to hold a meeting with His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia at Al Yamama Palace. During the meeting, the discussions focused on the latest developments in the Middle East region, particularly matters related to regional security and stability, including efforts to, quote, achieve a ceasefire in Gaza and Lebanon, de-escalate tensions in the region, and ways to provide humanitarian aid to Gaza and Lebanon. End quote. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Thursday, October 24th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you, your family, your friends, and your pets, a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you like, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.